For people who have been getting devices for 2 children instead of 1, I want to show you some basics on how to make it easy to set it up on one, copy it to the other, and customize it. So first, download Proloquo on your first device or both of them. Open it up. If you've already created a user and you want to start over, this is how you would do it, or it can walk you through it for the first time. So I'm going to go into that little coggy wheel. I am going to go into users and do add a user. I'm going to set this up for twin girls. So this first one, we're just going to call Mary Kate. We're going to keep her language as English. I'm going to give her Ella.
Hello, my name is Ella.
Common voice.
I'm one of the child American English speakers.
You can give both accounts the same voice. You can pitch them. You can change them. You can do all sorts of things. But for now, I'm going to give her that one. I'm going to stick with intermediate. Always stick with intermediate. This is my orientation. And she's a little younger. Doesn't have great dexterity, which, by the way, age doesn't always have anything to do with it. I'm going to give her this screen just for now. I really don't recommend going less than that without reason. So we're going to give her that one. And here we go. We've set up Mary Kate. Now, I'm going to do just a few customizations to make this look like her device. So I will go into the background color. And I'm going to change where it says the color code to fringe only. I'm going to change it to all. That way, different buttons have different colors. Verbs are pink. See how that works? Nouns will be yellow. Things like that. It's really helpful. Now I might make a few more customizations. I might decide that I want the background color. Let's see. Let's say that her skin tone is a little bit different. Okay, there we go. So I've made very, very basic customizations. There's a lot more you can make. Now I'm going to go into people and I'm going to add a few things. I can change the pictures from mom, dad, brother, sister. That's not going to change. I want to add, everyone should have themselves in their device. So I'm going to put Mary Kate in here. I'm going to hit edit and select a picture off my device. Let's go ahead. I have a couple pictures of those twins on here. Hopefully I grab the right one. Let's go ahead and zoom in on her. We're going to hope she's Mary Kate. And I'm going to change the word kind to be a proper noun person. That matters. That makes it yellow, and that also makes it conjugate. So, okay, I'm going to hold my finger down, and I'm going to move Mary Kate to the first spot, because people should be able to say their name pretty quickly. Now I'm going to make one for her sister, Ashley. Okay. Let's go ahead and find that same picture. And we will pick a different twin this time. See how I'm just kind of using those little things to zoom in on that one. There we go. I'm going to change the word kind to be a proper noun person. We're going to drag Ashley up here. There we go. So that's a couple customizations. I can also go in, like I said, change pictures for them. So like, let's say I want to change mom and dad. I highly recommend people, food, and toys, favorites. Always customize those to make the device really click with people. All right, I edited. I'm going to pick a picture of a mom. So I'll just pick my mom for now. I can zoom like that. There we go. Click. I'm going to click on dad. I'm going to customize him just to show you guys a few things. Let's choose a picture. All right, we'll get that picture of my dad. Put him in there. Okay, so now I've customized some people. You can move the buttons around, get rid of buttons. You can do whatever you want by being in that pencil area. So like, let's say I'm never gonna have aid. I wanna get rid of that. I'll click on that and I'll delete it. There's a lot of videos that can show you how to do these basics. I just wanna show you real quick how to set up 2 users. So I've customized people. I might also go into food and add a bunch of the favorite foods for both kids. Just because one kid likes it doesn't mean the other won't like it someday. You can add pictures or you can add just the symbols like that. So like, let's say I don't see my favorite food on here is pizza. So let's put it on the home screen. There we go. There's also more foods on the second one. If you wanted to move these folders to the first one, like let's say your twins, Mary Kate and Ashley, love fruits and vegetables, and you know you want those on the home screen or the first screen, you don't want them here. Click on both of those and hit the 1 to send them to the first folder. That's a really fast version of showing you how to move folders around. But I have more in-depth videos on how to do that. I'm just showing you some basics for right now. So, okay, we have some foods, some people customized. You can customize one device for both kids in mind. There should be an About Me folder for each person at some point. You don't have to do it right away. That says like quick buttons. My name is blah, blah, blah. My phone number is this. This is where I live. You can set that up now and then just customize it on each one. But overall, you want to get one device set up as much as possible to where you think both kids can kind of use it. And then click this little coggy thing. I am going to make a backup. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hit backup and I am going to back up Mary Kate now. That's that option right there. I'm going to delete old backups. Okay. So I've already backed it up. That was fast. Now go to your second device. Make sure that the app has been added. Okay. So this one has Proloquo on it. If it didn't, you just go to your app store and then you go to your user, which is right there. And then if you have purchased it or, it's already on this ID, that would be in My Purchases. If it's in someone else's Apple ID, so like let's say you signed in with a different Apple ID on this one than on this one, whatever this Apple ID is where it's going to be stored. So you go into the other Apple ID and you download something that was already purchased by someone else. But that's where that happens. You go into App Store and go into User to find that stuff. In this case, I already have Proloquo here. You don't even have to touch it. You just want to make sure it's on. Go back to your original one. Hit Export Backup. Find the latest backup. It defaults and makes one for you, by the way, and then that's the one I just made. It's the earliest one. I'm going to hit Export. And I'm going to hit Share because you can share through AirDrop. See, AirDrop. And I see my other device right there. It pops up. I hit Accept. Open with Proloquo. It walks you through it and then you restore. Now I'm going to make a new user because remember I said we're doing these twins. This one's going to be Ashley because over here is Mary Kate. Hello, finish. All right, now it made an exact copy of Mary Kate's profile. So this is Ashley's device, Mary Kate's device. Now you can come in here and customize them a little bit further if you really think that your children want to have very different devices. There are pros and cons to that. One, you want to make sure they have different color cases, always. But you can also customize background colors, you can customize folders, you can customize buttons. You can make them as unique as the people using them. The only downside is I like to have one master AAC, in which case it's this one, that whenever I make big edits, I copy from here to all of my other devices. So I'll copy to the second AAC, I will copy to my phone, I will copy to the iPad my child plays on, that way she has the app in case she needs it. So I like to kind of have everything in sync. When you have two children, you have to decide what is more important. Usually the child's more important, but I mean, if you think you're going to customize them a lot, maybe you just have one master one and then always copy it. And then just do a few changes every time you copy it to make them seem a little more original. So a few things you can do if you like. Go into settings and let's go into speech and language. So I told you that we selected that little girl voice Ella for Mary Kate. Maybe you want to choose a different voice for Ashley. You can hit on the I, and for the primary voice, you can pick a different voice. Ella is my favorite voice, but there are other ones out here that you can pick. I think there's one other little girl in here that you can choose. You just have to download it. All of them are free here on Proloquo. On TouchChat, you have to pay for extra ones. On Proloquo, you can pick different voices, and they're all free. So now we just got Nellie. Let's hear what that sounds like.
Hi, I'm Nellie, the child American English speech sim.
Okay,
Hello,
so
my name is Ella.
you can see
I'm one of
Ella sounds better. But what you could do is you could also change the rate. So like you could speed it up or slow it down. Or you could make some more personalizations if you want the kids to sound different. If not, no big deal. They can use the same voice. Something else you can do is change the background screen or the message size. Let's see. See how it says background color? So I went into View, Advanced Options, Background Color. Let's say that one of your kids would love a purple background and the other one you can keep gray. Or you can give them each a different color background that's going to make it feel like it's personalized to them. That's a very simple thing you can do. Like every time you back it up from the main one to the second one, then you just come in here and you just change the background color and then it feels more unique. Something else you can do is go into people and we see how we have Mary, Kate, and Ashley. You know, you could change them. After you make a backup, you can go hold your finger down and swap those buttons so that their name is always first on their device. Totally up to you what you want to do. They don't sync up automatically, but you saw how easy it was to airdrop from one to another. So I always recommend to customize the heck out of one, copy it to the other, and then decide on your plan. Do you want to have a few customizations you do over here, or do you want to have two completely separate devices going forward? Because let's say that Ashley is fine with a lot of buttons. Maybe she wants even more buttons. Maybe she doesn't have any visual challenges. So you can come here to this one, change the grid size. Let's give Ashley a few more buttons. Let's give her a 6x10, right? That's great. But maybe Mary Kate, you know, she has some visual challenges. She gets overwhelmed. Maybe this is a good button size, but there's too many. So we go in hers and we change it to something else. Maybe we go here and make a few changes to make hers maybe less overwhelming. You can give her a smaller grid size, or you can give her you can play around with all of these different settings to help her kind of see what's going on. Maybe you go into vocabulary and you turn on progressive language for Mary Kate, so she only sees a few buttons to start, and then you go and you increase them. These are in all of my other videos. How to do those things are in my other videos. I'm just trying to show you some possibilities. The one thing I want to mention though is if you customize this one, copy it here, and then customize this one even further, don't overwrite it with one of those. Because if you customize the heck out of hers and back it up over here, this is going to overwrite that one. So either you're going to have two devices that are almost identical and you're making some basic changes, or you're going to have two devices that are totally different. That is absolutely up to you. You only need one copy of Proloquo2Go to have on multiple devices. You always want to make sure your child feels like it's their voice, so you have to consider your child. You always want to make sure that you can keep up with customizing. So like if you know you're going to customize 1 million family foods in here, maybe wait to make anything too custom over there. Get one completely set up, then copy over, then customize more. There's just so much you can do with 2 AACs. I just want you to know there's a lot of possibilities. Look through all my other videos, but this should walk you through some basics.